a billionaire, a basketball star, and a sham environmental company. This is the scandal rocking the NBA. Former Microsoft CEO Steve Ballmer is in hot water for allegedly using a bogus carbon credit company to secretly pay LA Clippers star Kawhi Leonard an extra $28 million. The scheme, exposed by journalist Pablo Torre, supposedly helped the Clippers dodge the NBA's salary cap. Ballmer invested $50 million into the now bankrupt firm Aspiration, which then gave Leonard a massive endorsement deal he never promoted. The best part? Aspiration was also selling worthless carbon credits to major tech companies. This is where greenwashing meets sports corruption, a perfect storm of Silicon Valley hypocrisy and Wall Street-style financial engineering. The NBA is investigating, but the damage is done.
How does a crypto fugitive facing an SEC fraud case become a guest of the president? Meet Justin Sun, the crypto billionaire who allegedly bought his way back into America. After being a pariah in the US, Sun is now palling around with the Trump family. His ticket in? A cool $90 million investment in Trump-related cryptocurrencies. Sun, who was under federal investigation, is now a business associate of the president. This is the ultimate story of how crypto cash can wash away your sins and buy you a seat at the most powerful table in the world. It's a masterclass in influence peddling, where meme coins become get-out-of-jail-free cards. The line between crypto and politics has officially been erased.
Another tech CEO thought he could get away with it. He was wrong. Trading for Austin Technology Group has been frozen on the NASDAQ, and the reason is juicy. The company's co-CEO, Likely Sin, has been indicted by the Department of Justice for a massive securities and wire fraud scheme. He's accused of manipulating his own company's stock, and now the whole house of cards is collapsing. The company even received a grand jury subpoena back in July, but kept it quiet. Now, a special committee is investigating, but it's too little too late. This is a classic tale of a tech exec allegedly using a public company as his personal ATM. The question is, how many more are out there?
Remember Radio Shack? A group of scammers used your nostalgia to steal $112 million. The ghosts of retail past are coming back to haunt investors. A Miami-based company called Retail E-commerce Ventures is accused of using the names of bankrupt brands like Radio Shack and Pier 1 Imports to run a massive fraud. They promised investors huge returns by bringing these dead brands back to life online. Instead, the founders allegedly pocketed $16 million and used new investor money to pay off the old ones in a classic Ponzi scheme. They sold a dream of a retail comeback, but it was all a lie. The SEC has now charged the trio, proving that even in the digital age, some scams are timeless.
This fintech CEO was living the high life. Now he's an international fugitive. The founder of Indonesian fintech startup Investri, Adrian Gunadi, has been arrested after a dramatic manhunt that ended in Qatar. He's accused of illegally raising a staggering $161 million from the public. This isn't your typical startup failure, it's a full-blown international crime story. Gunadi was on the run, dodging authorities while his company imploded. This case exposes the dark side of the global fintech boom, where charismatic founders can raise fortunes with little oversight. It's a cautionary tale for investors who get seduced by the promise of quick riches. The bigger the hype, the harder the fall.
While you were in lockdown, this startup founder was stealing your tax dollars. The co-founder of fitness startup BindFit, Raymond Rabar, is heading to prison for 4.5 years. His crime? stealing over $3 million in COVID-19 relief funds. Robar and his co-conspirators cooked up a scheme to get Paycheck Protection Program loans that were meant to help small businesses survive the pandemic. Instead, they used the money to line their own pockets. This is one of the most brazen examples of pandemic profiteering, where the crisis was seen as a get-rich-quick opportunity. While millions suffered, these guys saw a chance to cash in. Justice is finally being served.
Microsoft just got caught in the middle of a war. The tech giant has reportedly cut ties with an Israeli military unit over a massive surveillance scandal in Gaza. The unit was allegedly using Microsoft's Azure cloud platform for controversial surveillance operations. This move puts Microsoft in a difficult position, caught between its lucrative government contracts and mounting pressure from human rights groups. It's a stark reminder that the technology built in Silicon Valley has real-world consequences and can be used for purposes far beyond what their creators intended. This is the messy reality of big tech in the 21st century, where code becomes a weapon, and corporations are forced to choose sides.
Think the crypto market is rigged? You might be right. The SEC is now investigating a number of crypto treasury firms for suspicious trading activity. Regulators are concerned about potential insider trading, where company executives use their knowledge of upcoming announcements to make profitable trades. This probe gets to the heart of what many have suspected for years, that the crypto market is a playground for insiders. The lack of transparency and regulation has created a Wild West environment where the rules don't apply to everyone. This investigation could be the first step in a major crackdown on the crypto industry's dirty secrets. The party might be over for crypto's inside traders.
They promised blessings from God through crypto. They delivered a $6.8 million fraud. A Tennessee couple has been hit with a massive penalty for a fraudulent crypto scheme that targeted people of faith. Michael and Amanda Griffiths ran a scam called Blessings of God through crypto, defrauding 145 investors out of $6.5 million. They promised divine returns, but it was all a lie. This is a sickening example of how scammers will exploit anything, even religion, to make a quick buck. It's a reminder to be skeptical of anyone promising guaranteed riches, especially when they invoke a higher power. The only thing divine about this story is the level of audacity.